The Retail Recession claims Sizzlers. Let's have a look. Good morning, everyone. I'm Florian Heise, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. I've got my morning stein of coffee, and I thought we'd start the day today by having a look at an article from news.com.au discussing the Rockhampton Sizzlers. With only 9 left in Australia, another victim of the retail recession, or just a sign of the times. Now, I remember being a child in the 80s, growing up in Victoria. We were out at Coldstream near Dandenong and Liddell, and the first Sizzlers opened up, or my parents were talking about this first Sizzlers. So we went there. And I remember going to the buffet and seeing all the lollies, all the sweets in the dessert section. But no, I couldn't go there. I had to eat the other food first. And then, of course, you went there once, then you could go again, and you could go again, and you could go again. For a child, this seemed like the best thing in the world. Best thing in the world. All you can eat. But as you get older, as you get a greater understanding of health and food, I guess we didn't really have that in the 80s so much as we have now. It seems less appealing. I think the last time I went to an all-you-can-eat buffet was one down at what used to be called Jupiter's Casino down the Gold Coast with Rachel, and I think she got really bored because I just sat there for hours eating prawns. Yeah, we got our money's worth. I had a good book, I had coffee, I was relaxing, it was good. But we don't really tend to go to these at all anymore. I'm shocked, honestly. Not that Sizzlers is closing down, but I'm shocked that there were still Sizzlers around. Is there even any interest in this type of stuff? It's just carb-heavy junk food, all of it, whenever you go to these things. All cooked in, Lord knows what type of vegetable oils. Yeah, so it definitely wouldn't suit my diet at the moment. So, yet another much loved. Now, I understand why Alexis wrote this, but I wouldn't call it much loved. If there are only, 9 all-you-can-eat restaurants left in the country, that's not a sign that it's much loved. How many young people do you think would ever even go into a Sizzlers? Actually, I think first time I ever went on a date with a girl, we went to the Sizzlers across the road next to the movies. That's it. Now I remember. Oh boy, wow, that was a long time ago. So the eatery is located within the Stockland shopping centre and is being shut down due to redevelopment plans for the mall. Well, we have looked at the half-yearly results in Stockland, or the end-of-year results last year, and they were divesting. They already had divested $500 million out of their retail centres, and they were planning to sensibly divest another $500 million out of their retail centres. So what does that tell you about their confidence in the retail sector? I think this is a Sizzlers. Okay, it's an old brand. I'm sure it'll have some fond memories for a lot of people, but it's past its date. I'd say past its use-by date. So I think they're going to fade away unless they can do something to completely rebrand or change their whole image. But the hidden message here is the Stocklands shutting down and the whole redevelopment for the centre. That's probably more telling of the retail recession we're currently going through. However, parent company Collins Food Limited has confirmed it will not reopen once the renovations are completed. There you go. Collins Food Limited has confirmed it will close its Rockhampton Sizzler restaurant, with the closure coinciding with the redevelopment of the Stockland shopping centre, a spokesman told news.com.au. Sizzler Rockhampton will trade as usual until its last day, Sunday, March 1, 2020. The announcement relates to Sizzler Rockhampton only, and all other Sizzler restaurants remain open for business. I mean, how about you let me know in the comments? Let us all know in the comments, when is the last time you've ever gone to a Sizzlers? Is someone watching a regular Sizzlers patron? Do you go there all the time? Do you love it? I guess I should be in the demo. I'm a father of 5 with a big family. We should be going there, but I can just imagine how expensive it would be. Just be so much cheaper. I'd just buy some good meat from Aldi or from a good butcher and fry it up and not go there. Have it in the park. Cook it up in the park. Kids can play. Too bad we can't drink alcohol or have a beer in this country in a park, but that's Australia. So, the spokesman said Collins was working with the affected managers and team members at Sizzler Rockhampton, believed to number around 61 people. So 61 people regarding possible employment opportunities at other Collins food restaurants and outplacement support as needed. So that's 60 people gone from Rocky, guys. And if you're not familiar with Rockhampton, it's a regional centre in Australia. I remember the last time I went to Rockhampton, I rocked up, 2 times. The last time I went, it had completely changed. There was development everywhere, lots of work and lots of growth. But the time before that, I rocked up at Rocky. We'll go up here. Let's see if I can just find it. It's not that far away. Gympie, Maryborough, where's Rocky? Come on. Don't embarrass yourself, Florian. You know where Rocky is. I'm going to cheat. Rockhampton, Queensland. How far north is it? How far off was I? Oh, yeah, I wasn't that far. Okay. I wasn't that far off. Wasn't that far off. A bit hotter up there. So you can see here, you've got the Islands, Emu Beach Resort, some of the towns here at the beach. It's not as attractive as other parts a bit further north, but it is a centre. It's one of the beef capitals of Australia, or I remember it being that. And I remember when I was there, I was at the airport, and there's no way I could actually get no taxis to get a ride into town. This was before Uber times, so I ended up hitching into town, and it's changed significantly. We went for a uni field trip, and what was it? This pub, the Criterion Hotel there, and it was great. Great little town. Great little town. I think Rocky will survive. I think it'll definitely survive. I don't think Sizzlers is the end of it, but 60 jobs in a community like that is a deal, guys. It's a big deal. So, we want to thank our employees for their dedication and our guests for their loyalty of the last 31 years, the spokesman said. The staff and management of Sizzler Rockhampton have been fantastic, making sure every dining experience was a great one for amazing customers. According to documents discovered by the Morning Bulletin, the Rockhampton Sizzlers building is set to be demolished, with an application approved by Rockhampton Regional Council last week. After the Rockhampton outlet closes, just 9 Sizzlers restaurants will remain in Australia, including Caboolture, Loganholme, Maroochydore, Mermaid Beach, and Toowoomba in Queensland, Campbelltown in New South Wales, and Innaloo, Kelmscott, and Morley in Western Australia. So there isn't even one in Victoria where I grew up. It's completely gone. But it seems locals aren't giving up without a fight. Oh, you kidding? People are trying to do a petition to keep a Sizzlers open. I don't know how to react to that, really. It seems like the stupidest thing in the world. Local woman Rachel Titmarsh launched a change.org petition to save the Rockhampton Sizzler, and after just 1 week, it attracted 1,255 signatures. Now, all this change.org stuff, all it is, you're just pretty much giving more marketing information to your online profile. That's what you're doing by signing these petitions. You can go into Google and you'll see what data it has on you. It includes all the change.org stuff. So they'll know everyone who signed for this is a fan of Sizzlers. So you'll start getting advertising for, I don't know, all-you-can-eat restaurants, or it makes your profile more valuable to targeted advertisers. So I'm completely cynical about the whole thing. As many of us Rockhampton people have found out today, after 31 years trading here, Sizzlers will no longer be in Rockhampton from the 2nd of March, Miss Titmarsh wrote. Stockland Rockhampton have decided they're redeveloping. Not that they really need to with all the empty shops they already have, and Sizzlers is out. Okay, so it's not looking too good there if they've got a lot of empty shops. If anyone from Rocky is watching, let us know, what is it like up there now? I mean, I haven't been there for a while, actually. A while. Probably half a decade. This is a desperate plea to Collins Food Limited. Please don't leave Rockhampton. Please open somewhere else if Stocklands are kicking you out. I mean, come on, guys. Do you know how much it costs to set up a new business like this? It probably wouldn't be worth it. How many years they'd have to get the payback of people buying the rubbish from Sizzlers? And I can't imagine it's not good food, guys. It's not good food. It has received an outpouring of passionate pleas from other Sizzler aficionados, with one woman writing, "I love Sizzlers, and I firmly believe that closing the restaurant is detrimental to the workers and Rockhampton region. Sizzlers is a local icon, as is their cheese toast and Malibu chicken. As a family, we have always gone for Sizzlers for special occasions." One local posted, while another said, It is the only reason we visit Rockhampton. Been going to Sizzlers for years, the only place that caters for everyone's tastes." Wow. You can get some bloody good steak in Rocky. Why are you going to Sizzlers, guys? There's some great steak restaurants. Go to the pub. Get a good beer on a hot day. It gets bloody hot up there. The latest closure comes after a string of other shutdowns in recent years. In July 2017, a Sizzlers outlet in Annerley in Brisbane South also closed, with restaurants in Brookside, Toowong and Corrigan all closing the same year. The company told news.com.au at the time that while it had closed a small number of stores in 2017, as leases run out, each closure was based on an independent assessment of that restaurant's performance and the ongoing suitability of the location. Well, yes, I was surprised there was one in Toowong where it was. There in the centre. I mean, to take a family there would be painful. You'd have to go in the parking. Yeah, I was shocked when I saw it there, to be honest. The Sizzlers story. The first ever Sizzlers restaurant was opened in California in 1958 by restaurateurs Dell and Helen Johnson, who had read an article about a radical new self-service budget steakhouse restaurant model. At the time, the menu contained just steak, salad and dinner rolls, but later expanded into hamburgers by the early 60s, where the restaurant grew into a Los Angeles chain. In the 70s, the concept evolved and the company continued to expand, and it launched in Australia in 1984, with Sizzlers' owner and Australian-listed company Collins Food International converting Bonanza and Taco Den restaurants into Sizzlers. It soon became an Australian family favourite and went on to expand into the Asian market, with branches now found in the US, Australia, Thailand, Japan and China. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the stock price. What is it? Collins, hang on, I'll look it up here. Collins Food International, we'll look it up. Come on. And we've got the ASX share price. Let's see if this does it for us. Come on. So there you go. It's at $9.39. So it's slightly bumped up. Let's have a look at it let's look at year to date. So that, in the year it's up from $8.86 up to $9.39. Dividend yield 2.13%. The highest open 940, high 945, low 932. Let's look at the max data we have. So since 2011, it dropped down to $1.19, and it's shot up right up to $9.39 since the 11th today. So it looks like the news isn't having a drastic impact on their share price. I mean, because it's known for operating restaurant chains KFC and Sizzlers in Australia and parts of Asia. Snag Stand. So there you go. So they've got a diversity of really fast food outlets. I don't know, I guess. I mean, would this be a good investment going forward, guys? Or are people going to learn more about their diet and avoid this type of stuff? I think Sizzlers is going to have an impact on the Rockhampton community. What do you think? Do you think it's just a sign that tastes are changing? Or the impact of the retail recession? Or a business getting out of a dying shop while they can? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to help that little bit extra, We have a Patreon where you can join and make a monthly donation. You can also join the channel here on YouTube and get access to emojis and badges. We have independent reserve, Amazon and eBay affiliate links. We sell our merch on the HeiseSays website, pocket squares for any occasion, and finally PayPal if you want to contribute that way. Thanks to everyone who's helped the channel. It's allowed me to invest in new equipment, to allow, to change the things I film, and I really appreciate it. Have a great day, guys, and see you all in the next video. Bye for now.